I can actually remember the very first day I was at an aerobics class almost 20 years ago, and we went into the floor mat work, and I had a white towel laying on the floor, and when I got up to move around, there was covered in black hair, and I completely freaked out and took my towel and ran out of the room.
One day when I was working with one of the little guys in school who really he struggled, and I would go into the classroom and work with him periodically. And as I was leaning down and looking at the paper that he was writing, he said to me, "Hey, do you know you have a bald spot on your head?"
I felt like I needed to get dressed up more often because I was so insecure and I felt so bad about my condition that I would have times that I would drive to a restaurant where my friends and I were going out and not go in because of my hair.
My ability to remain confident and to be a strong leader, I didn't think it was focused on my hair, but I was starting to feel like if I didn't look good, then I was not going to be perceived as the leader.
So I proceeded to go to several places in Cincinnati. I went through the whole wig thing. The whole time my hair is falling out and I'm basically not sleeping at night because I'm counting the hairs and bagging them up and just staring at them, which probably made my hair fall out worse.
I had been working with Debrah Englert for several years, just as a traditional client where she cut and colored my hair, and that's why I always felt so good, because I knew when I left her that, I had the confidence to be this strong and personable leader. So I came to Debrah and I said, "Oh my Lord, Debrah, look at what is happening to my hair. You need to help me."
I had many of my clients aging, and so they started coming to me saying, "Oh my gosh, I have some hair loss and I'm not feeling as good about myself." And so I started thinking, gosh, I got to do something to help them. So I went and I took some training with Jeffrey Paul in Cleveland and some other various companies, and I'll never forget the first minute I saw an actual hair system and thought, what do you do with this? Because it looks like it looks kind of like your scalp with just hair poked into it. So when you turn it inside out, it looks like an inside out scalp. So it was kind of funny to take a look at this. So I'm holding this piece and they're saying, you can learn how to do this. And I remember thinking how hard it was to learn how to do hair color to start with and cutting and those things. And so here I was going through the whole process again. But all I could think of in the back of my head was, I've got to help Pam. I've got to help Debbie. I've got to help Gladys. So all these names just kept coming to my head, and I kept thinking, I really want to help these people. And so I did take this course. It was about a 2-year course driving back and forth to Cleveland and then going down to Florida. And when I came back, I had solutions. I had things that I could actually say to them, this can help you.
And she put the hair system on, styled the hair system, and I couldn't believe the transformation. I mean, I could not believe it. I was back. I felt so good. People were listening to me. They cared about what I was saying. And I know it's pitiful to say that had to do with my hair, but in all honesty, I really think it did, because the hair gave me the confidence that I needed to be the person that I wanted to be.
And so once I had a solution, it didn't matter anymore, because all of a sudden, after 10 years of feeling really insecure and not confident, I had hair. Honestly, once you have a solution, it changes your whole life. I have my confidence back again, and people stop me all the time and say, "Oh my God, your hair's so beautiful, I wish I had your hair." And I used to say, "Well, you can pay," and then now I say, "Thank you very much," because I've reached a point where it's part of me. It's not a hairpiece anymore. It's Mindy.
The first solution that I tried was Jeffrey Paul. They fit me into a hairpiece. Jeffrey Paul was using me to model. Once I met Debrah, things really started to change. I noticed a big difference with her being a hairstylist, and how she approached my hairpiece was different. When she styled my hair, it actually made it seem like it didn't look fake.
I've had very fragile hair and very thin hair, and so I've always had that from the time I was little. And when I'm stressed, it certainly gets worse. Coming to Debrah Englert taught me about what is going on with my hair, and really taught me how to use products, and given me cuts, and given my hair new life and new body. It's made such a difference in my hair. It's so much more healthy.
As the process went on, I started thinking about, okay, so is there anything possible to help grow hair? And so I started looking at all those products, and I put together this system that I now use to help individuals so that I can either help them regrow their hair, help prevent them from losing their hair, because there are common reasons why we lose our hair. I am really focusing on how to keep that hair follicle healthy. So part of my system is keeping that hair follicle healthy, and then the second part of it is to fill in with any kind of addition possible, whether it's extensions or a full hair system, a full prosthetic system, whatever that might take to help that client feel the best about themselves.